Kurt Badenhausen, a reporter at Sportico, and today we're going to talk about sports franchise valuations. Sports teams, bankers have traditionally used the idea of revenue and multiples of revenue when teams are bought and sold. And so what we do first at Sportico is figure out revenue. We do our best to get teams, leagues cooperate with us, and fill in the gaps where we don't get cooperation. And then look at multiples of revenue that are based on the venue situation. It depends on the city they're in. League multiples vary. And what we've seen is a wild expansion of multiples over the last decade. Look at the NBA. A decade ago, teams were selling for 2.5, 3 times revenue. Now you're seeing teams at 10 times revenue, at increased revenue as well. And so it's seen an explosion in values. And then what Sportico tries to do is look at those assets that are outside of the team that are related to the team. So whether that's real estate, those are regional sports networks. We're seeing teams with their own venture funds. So anything related to the team, because often when these teams are bought and sold, those assets move along with the team. Short answer is no. You do not need to win to be a very valuable franchise. Where we see it really help is some of those smaller market teams that are not necessarily consistent draws in terms of attendance and do not necessarily have the pricing power for tickets, sponsorships, luxury suites. So those teams that have been able to build consistent winners in smaller markets has had tremendous impact on their value. So if a World Series win, a Super Bowl win, NBA title, it allows you to really stretch pricing. And as far as the Cowboys, it's Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones paid a record $150 million for a team that was losing $1 million a month. And he decided, I gotta change things. And so he went into selling mode and just started selling sponsorships, totally revolutionized how the NFL looks at sponsorships, looks at merchandise, looks at licensing. And with AT&T Stadium, it just sent the Cowboys into a whole new trajectory in terms of their revenue model. It's a huge market that is super passionate about football. And what Jerry has done has been incredible. And he's turned that stadium into a total cash register. Playing in the world's most famous arena in the biggest city in the country, it is really what drives the value of the Knicks. Knicks fans hate the Dolan family, which has controlled the Knicks for a long time now and haven't had a lot of success under them. But they've packed the place. They spent a lot of money making Madison Square Garden an incredible facility, ramped up their revenue significantly. JP Morgan came in with a massive sponsorship deal. Ticket prices are at the top of the league, have a local media deal that is at the top of the league. Sponsorships, luxury suites, you name it. The Knicks are at the top despite terrible on the court for the last 20 years. So biggest market is really what drives the value of the Knicks. And you see big differentiation when it comes to market size when you're talking about NBA, NHL clubs, and Major League Baseball. Thanks for joining us today. Please follow Sportico online or sign up for our newsletters to get our content straight to your inbox.